Hi, this is Marc Colinares. Let me welcome you to another edition of HDI Cyberspace video presentation. And today, we're gonna discuss about peace and sustainable development. And with me is...
I am Jamila Faye Lumactod.
I am Jonah Daniel.
And Imari Hilayo, inviting everyone to watch attentively as we discuss issues that concern us all.
At this critical time in our history, the alternatives facing mankind are crucial, particularly in directing our actions towards the attainment of progress in our society, for we have frequently forgotten the inherent role we play in the natural world and the indivisible human family and the basic needs for a healthy life.
For excessive consumption, abuse on the environment, and aggression between people has brought the natural processes of the earth to a critical stage which threatens our survival.
By reflecting on these issues will enable us to have the capability to discern on our responsibility and reorient our conduct towards peace and sustainable development.
Noting that all forms of human life are unique and essential, that all of us have the right to development, and that both peace and violence are products of the human mind. Thus, it is from the human mind that a sense of responsibility to act and think in a peaceful manner will develop. For through peace-oriented awareness, we will be able to understand the nature of those conditions which are necessary for our well-being and development.
Being mindful of our sense of responsibility towards human life and the environment in which we lived, and the need to act and think in a peaceful manner, we have an obligation to act in a way that is consistent to the observance of and respect for the inherent human rights, and ensure that our consumption of resources is in keeping with the satisfaction of the basic needs of all.
When members of the human family recognize the responsibility for ourselves, and when the present and future generations for the conservation of our planet, then as protectors of the natural world and promoters of its continued development, we will be obliged to act in a rational way in order to ensure sustainable life.
We have a continuing responsibility when setting up, taking part in, or representing social units, associations, and institutions, whether private or public.
In addition, all such entities have a responsibility and to put into practice the educational goals which are conducive to that end.
These goals include fostering awareness of the interdependence of human beings among ourselves and nature, and our responsibility to solve problems which we have endangered through our actions and attitudes, in a manner that is consistent with the protection of human rights and fundamental freedoms.
Taking cognizance that each one of us is a unique expression and manifestations of life, and has a separate contribution to make to life on earth, and each one is an inseparable part of a human family who depend on one another for our existence, well-being, and development, as well as have fundamental and inalienable rights and freedoms without distinction of race, color, sex, religion, language, political other opinion, social or national origin, economic status, or any other social situation.
And the fact that we have the same basic needs and the same fundamental aspirations to be satisfied, as well as have the right to development, the purpose of which is to promote the attainment of the full potential of each one of us.
Thus, let us be faithful to the privilege of our responsibility, noting that responsibility is an inherent aspect of any relation in which we are involved.
This capacity to act responsibly in conscious, independent, unique,
and personal manner is an alienable creative quality of each one of us.
There is no limit to its scope or depth, other than the established by each person for himself. The more activities we take on and become involved in, the more we will grow and derive strength.
Once again, this is Jamila Faye Lumactod.
I am Jonathan Daniel.
And Imari Hilayo, reminding everyone that within us lie the unique capacity to decide consciously to protect the quality and conditions of life on Earth.
And this is Marc Colinares. Let me end this by reflecting on the fact that as we belong on this natural world and occupy a special position as participants in the evolution of natural processes, we can develop on the basis of selflessness, compassion, and love. A sense of universal responsibility towards the world as integral whole towards the protection of nature and the promotion to the highest potential for change with a view to creating these conditions that will enable us to achieve a highest level of material and spiritual well-being.